Hello, this is Dr. J, back with some more Let's Play OpenRA Combined Arms. It's been a long time since we've played this, because it's been a while since Darkademic has released new missions, but now there's a new Prologue campaign out. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so we've got 4 missions in the new Prologue, starting with Relativity. Apparently this first mission, I have been told, closely mimics the first Allied mission of the original Red Alert. The Soviets have captured one of our most important scientists, Professor Einstein. He is currently being held inside a Soviet base not far from the border. It is crucial that he be rescued before he can be transported deeper into Soviet territory. Using a small task force led by our Special Commando Tanya Adams, rescue Einstein and bring him to the extraction point. The Soviet base is protected by Tesla coils. Cutting their power supply will render them inoperative. Alright, sounds pretty familiar. We've got options here. Alright, so there's no difficulty, no variable difficulty for the prologue. There's these new options where if you want to make it more like the original Command & Conquer, you can turn off the Fog of War in the limited build area. And then stuff you reveal is always revealed, and you can base crawl, just like in the original. I think that having these on is fine. So, let's dive into it.
Battle control initialized.
Oh wow, yeah, this this looks exactly like the first Allied mission.
Let's rock! That's all you got? Chew on this! Chew on this! Give it to me! Cha-ching! Chew on this! Cha-ching!
Alright, so you can see that the Tesla coils are offline, so we're good to go. But yeah, aside from the more modernized UI, this is exactly like playing the original Allied mission in Red Alert. The sound looks a little loud, so I'm going to... Let's see. No, not music. Music's about right, I think. Settings, audio. Let's turn the sound volume down a bit. Alright. There he is.
Detected.
Yes, sir! I'm there!
Here comes our Chinook. What do you think you're doing, buddy? Get out of here.
Target rescued. Allied cruisers have arrived.
Oh, okay, this is a little different.
Soviet naval presence. We're under heavy fire.
Hey, there's voices. That's pretty cool.
These waters were cleared.
Okay, so all of a sudden it's quite different, isn't it?
Identified Allied units detected.
Temporal disturbance. Well, we can work this out later. For now, we are at your disposal, Commander.
Ooh, I like the voices.
In working condition.
The voices definitely help to make this more immersive.
Resolving target coordinates.
And voice cloning was used to make the voices sound a lot like the originals. It seems to be working pretty well. The voices that we've heard, not that we've heard a lot, but they sound a whole lot like the originals. I've tried a little bit of voice cloning, and when I tried it, it didn't work anywhere near this well. The voice that I tried cloning just didn't sound much like the original.
Focusing light energy.
I guess I was just doing it wrong or something. But I don't know that there's much to it other than take a bunch of voice samples and then upload them. Which is what I did. It still didn't work, but who knows? Seems to have worked pretty well here.
Estimating distortion error. Resolving target coordinates.
What do you think you're doing, little man? Get out of here.
Prism tank in order, sir. Resolving target.
So apparently these guys are from the future. Obviously, Prism Tanks from Red Alert 2.
Mission accomplished.
Interesting. I like how that started out literally identical to the original Allied Mission 1. And
Battle control.
then we got that little surprise when our Prism tanks chrono shifted in. So yeah, guessing they came from the future and are going to lead into an explanation of how we ended up in the campaign here, which of course we've already played. Alright, so Mission 2. That was so short, we're going to do 2 missions in one video. Man, that's crazy for combined arms. While we extracted all the information we needed from Einstein, Comrade Stalin was most displeased to learn of his escape. Yep, so we're Soviets now. The traitor who informed the Allies of the scientist's whereabouts has been identified, and Stalin demands retribution. Go to the village the traitor calls home, wipe it out, leave no survivors. The Allies have set up a base nearby to protect the village while they prepare to evacuate it. Once the village is destroyed, destroy the Allied base. Oh, my cat has just jumped into my lap. Probably going to make things more difficult. Okay, she is lying down on my left arm, which is the arm I use to control the keyboards. That's going to make things difficult. Alright, wipe out the village, destroy the Allied base. Just lots of destruction. Those are objectives I can easily understand. Okay, we've got some allies over there. Oh, quite a few of them. Now, I haven't played Combined Arms in quite a while. I've been mostly playtesting my own mod, Tiberian Alternative, which is also based on OpenRA, but nonetheless is fairly different, has a lot of differences versus Combined Arms, so any skill level at Combined Arms that I built up from doing the campaign previously, it's probably all gone, is what I'm getting at there.
Unit ready.
All that said, I hear that a lot of people have been struggling with the Combined Arms campaign, which makes me feel better about myself, having pretty much completed it on normal mode.
Unit ready.
Signal flare detected.
Unit ready.
Interesting. I guess that's the enemy village that we have to destroy. And it looks like we found the enemy base. Yes, you're very cute, Jolene. Jolene being my cat, but
Construction.
I can't see through you too well, girl.
New construction options.
Alright, let's go for a war factory next. I probably should have built some defenses as soon as I had up my barracks. I'll just blame my cat for now. Right now it's a valid excuse.
Training.
Let's make a few more infantry.
Construction ready. Complete. Unit ready. New construction
Guard both of the obvious ways into our base.
ready.
Well, I say both, but the eastern side just kind of seems wide open. Okay, now my cat's butt is on the keyboard. That could cause issues. Doesn't appear to be... Oh, I'm about to be low power. In Tiberian Alternative, I really beefed up how much power you get from a single power plant, and I was kind of still playing as though that's true.
Construction options.
Okay, so we don't get to build absolutely everything from the very beginning, so we actually have a little bit of force build-up. Oh, wow. MCVs from the very beginning feel strange. Ah, Katyushas.
Low power.
Our long-range rocket artillery. Some
Construction complete.
APCs and heavy tanks.
Building.
Give me a little of everything, please. Alright, let's get another refinery going, and maybe one more flame tower. Not that we've come under attack yet.
Training. Unit ready.
Oh,
Unit
now my cat's
ready.
leaving. Okay. That makes it easier to play the game.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little expeditionary scouting.
Ready and waiting. Of course. Waiting orders. Reporting.
Construction complete.
Alright, this should do. Give me more of everything.
Training. Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Affirmative.
And let's go on a
Unit
walkabout.
Ready. Unit
Ready
ready.
and waiting.
Unit
Whoa!
Greetings,
Unit
comrades.
ready.
The Soviet Empire
Unit
truly
ready.
knows no boundaries.
Unit ready.
Hello, comrade.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Oh,
Ready.
I believe that was Kane.
For destruction.
Unit ready.
So yeah, hey newcomers, you sound a little more ridiculous and campy. Almost as though you come from a game where the Red Alert franchise totally jumped the shark and became ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, I like Red Alert 2, but oh my gosh, that game was silly.
As you wish.
Unit ready.
Alright, well, time to brutally murder some civilians, because we're the Soviets and that's what we do.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Of course.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Agreed. At once.
Unit ready.
Of course.
Is that a heal crate?
Reporting. Very well.
Unit ready.
No, money crate. No, can I just go into attack everything stance and leave them to it? Yes, okay.
Unit ready.
Still haven't come under attack, wow.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
So we get a real difficulty curve now. That was one of the criticisms I had of the original campaign, was the difficulty was pretty
Unit
flat.
ready.
It just started out hard and stayed hard. But hey, here we're starting out like original game easy.
Unit ready.
Which, hey, like I said, that's cool that we actually now have some missions to start out really easy before we ramp up to the hard ones. Very nice. Okay, so much for that village.
Unit ready.
Let's do a two-pronged strike on the Allied base. But yeah, I really like the voices. They definitely add a lot.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Ready and waiting. Of
I
course.
would like to maybe try the voice cloning one more time and see about improving the AI voices in my own mod, except
As you wish.
I've kind of already made a whole lot of them, and the prospect of doing it all over again is really uninviting.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
But yeah, they've worked out quite well here. They really sound like the originals. It's pretty cool.
Ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Lost.
The Kane one isn't perfect. It doesn't sound exactly like Kane, but it's pretty close. It's not bad at all.
Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Alright, looks like our little two-pronged attack here is going to be more than sufficient.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Lost. Unit ready.
But that said, let's not make assumptions. Let's send in a second wave.
Unit ready.
Reporting. At once.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
It's so weird to
Unit ready.
play such easy, relaxing combined arms missions when the original campaign was so tough.
Mission complete.
Alright, we did it. Woohoo.
Battle control. So
Alright, well, you know what? We're still just tearing through these, so let's do a third. Alright, now it's GDI's turn. I'm guessing we're going to do everything but the scrim? Yeah, everything but the scrim. Alright, Mission 3, Detachment. GDI forces have found themselves scattered and confused in unfamiliar surroundings, confronted by hostile soldiers. Other GDI units have been in radio contact after finding themselves in the same situation. Gunfire can be heard echoing through the trees, and reports of casualties have already been heard over the radio. There's no time to lose. Take command to locate these other GDI troops and find a route to safety. Okay, so rendezvous with our allies, and then try to figure out a way to get out of there, I guess. Can do.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Commander, what's going on? Where the hell are we? Not a problem.
Nice, nice. I still like the voices. The evil one, like the Kane one, isn't perfect. You can tell it's not the original, but it's close.
Not a problem.
It's close enough to be good enough, I think.
You got it.
And it's kind of neat.
Any GDI units, hostile troops have us pinned down. Roger.
And it's kind of neat that we have original Eva voice saying things that the Tiberian son Eva said.
Affirmative.
So I like it, I like it.
Acknowledge.
And the nostalgia rush of these old school graphics. It just never gets old.
GDI forces found.
Nice,
God,
nice.
you found us. You got it. Not a problem.
But yeah, in my opinion, having actual voiced lines really does help the immersion.
Not a problem.
we're obviously going to need our MLRS to take care of that flame tower, because it would make mincemeat of our poor soldiers. Now, I'm guessing the enemy might have things to say about that. Yep, here they come. Alright, we got the screen shake of doom, so I think, yeah, we destroyed it. Yeah, these games truly are timeless. I don't know if Westwood fully realized that. I mean, there's no way they could have known, because you can't tell the future, that these games would still be so popular and so awesome. Like 27 years later? 28 years later? We're coming up on 30 years. Alright, we need to protect these. Okay, they seem fairly durable. They're not just getting instantly destroyed. Uh-oh! I forgot. In Combined Arms, the Flame Tower range was beefed up. Alright, let's watch for the screen shake of death. Okay, think they're both down. Soldier, you just got volunteered to make sure the flame towers are really dead. Congratulations. Alright, I figured they were. Setting aside all the modernized UI and the in-game voices, this mission could straight up be a mission out of the original Tiberian Dawn in terms of how it's styled and designed. And that's pretty cool. I just heard a dog whining. Is that a nice little audio hint for me? I'm running low on troops. Okay, that's a little more than we can handle. We need to find more allies. Man, these MLRS are pretty capable of taking care of themselves. We are really low on duders. We need to find more allies. I don't think that we could handle that tank we saw up there. What was that? Did I just hear thunder or something? Interesting. That was like staticky radio transmission. I couldn't quite make it out. I probably wasn't supposed to because there was no subtitle for it. Guessing that's indicative of we're about to get some GDI troops from Tiberian Sun chrono shifting in or something. Uh-oh, we're just about out of infantry. Okay, grenades do a number on these MLRS. The small arms fire doesn't do much, but the grenade, yikes. Ooh, is this going to be our first failure of the prologue missions? Okay, we've got a destroyed bridge.
GDI forces found.
Good. I don't know if this is going to be sufficient to handle the tank that we saw over there, but maybe. We can but try. And anyway, we have to try because it looks like that's the only path left to us. But yeah, it's interesting. This map design, very reminiscent of the original Tiberian Dawn. In a good way. Very authentic feeling. Alright, get over here, lads. We've got at least one more obstacle before we've broken out of here. I'm definitely hearing thunder, which is interesting because there's no rain or anything going on. So a little AI improvement that has been made is medics no longer charge forward into death if you have them group selected as part of a combat group. Obviously a very good improvement. Alright, this needs... Oh, the flame trooper needs to go as well. Okay, my artillery units are kind of charging forward, though. I probably misclicked and sent them forward. Oh, that guy died, and then I clicked where he was. Oh, he's dodging the grenades. Okay, the medics are keeping our troops in the fight. Alright, that was a little rough. So yeah, GDI fighting the Soviets. Obviously, having played the full campaign, we've seen plenty of these unorthodox matchups, but it's always pretty cool seeing things like GDI versus Soviets. Another such things you wouldn't ordinarily see.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit
Okay,
lost.
even with help from the medics, that flak cannon is just too much.
Unit lost.
Wow, that's way deadlier than the tank was. Okay, we have failed.
Unit lost. Your mission is a failure.
Alright, our first failure. Let's try again. We have a better idea what we're up against this time.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Commander, what's going on? Where the hell are we? Right away, sir.
So I guess the temporal vortex just sucked these poor fellows in. Scattered them.
Not a problem.
And one can understand their confusion and bewilderment.
Affirmative. Come in. Any GDI units hostile troops haven't been down. Roger. Right away, sir. Acknowledged. Roger.
GDI forces found.
Okay.
Thank God you found us. Not a problem.
Yeah, the voices are pretty cool. Like I said, it kind of makes me wish that I had found a voice cloner before I had already made an enormous amount of voices for my own mod. And that the voice cloner worked when I did use the voice cloner, which was after I'd already made like 18 cutscenes worth of stuff, that it worked better. I tried to clone Seth's voice, it just didn't sound much like Seth. But
Unit lost.
yeah, here in Combined Arms, it seems to be working great. What I would really like to be able to do is just get... Because most of my... Well, no, not most. Some of my characters are original characters, so they don't need to sound like ones that already exist. What I'd really have liked to be able to do is just get a bunch of actual voice actors, not have to rely on AI voices, but... You know, finding like 16 voice actors who are willing to work for free and are reasonably talented and will deliver their lines in a fairly timely manner. You know, that's not the easiest thing to do. When you're making games on a budget, you have to make compromises.
Not a problem. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Not a problem.
I forgot again! And that I think that I've lost too many guys. I need to remember the Combined Arms Flame Towers have crazy range.
Establishing battlefield.
I'm still thinking in original Red Alert terms.
Commander, what's going on?
The exact same thing happened to me while playing the original 25 Combined Arms missions, but at this point it's been long enough I have forgotten that lesson. Okay, phone. I hate smartphones. I hate them. Shut up. Turn on Do Not Disturb mode. God, I hate smartphones. Just leave me alone. Okay.
Come in. Any GDI units?
Let's see if I can forget 3 times in a row, like a real genius.
GDI forces found.
Thank God you found us.
Oh wow, nice. The The cursor, you can now click through the text at the bottom of the screen. That must be a change that Ink and Darkademic made, because the default behavior is not that. The default behavior is that text actually gets in the way of clicking, which can actually be kind of annoying. Now it appears to not do that, which is nice. All right.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
All right, artillery, don't get out in front.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Inch forward until we reveal the blockade.
Unit
Not there yet. Okay, there it is. A little farther than I remembered. Maybe scatter. Okay, there weren't any grenadiers coming for us anyway. Alright, don't get anywhere near these. They have beefed up range. Alright, pull this jerk back into reach of my... okay, help out. There you go. Good job. So this is the first actual challenging mission of the prologue. The first two were quite trivial. They were cool anyway. I'm not of the school that every single mission has to be balls hard. But this is the first one that is a bit of a struggle. So, nice difficulty curve going. Alright, we've barely got anything left once again.
Unit
I
lost.
don't know how to do this that much better, really. Because I don't have any medics or anything at this point. Obviously, I'm going for the medics right now. Could try to make more use of tanking with my MLRS, which is not normally a thing I think of doing. But if it saves wear and tear on my infantry, maybe it's the right play.
GDI forces found.
Okay. Now, in the past, I would have put my medics on a separate control group and tried to keep them separate from the combat troops, but shouldn't be necessary with the AI improvements. I might control them separately anyway. Okay, so we know this next part is going to be a bit tricky. That flak cannon thing, particularly, will just make mincemeat out of my units. Humvee should be able to really tear these guys up, or we can just kill them from out of range. That's a good call, too. Okay. I'm going to be lame. I'm going to make a scum save here so I don't have to go through the opening part of the mission again. We've done it a couple times now.
Mission saved.
Okay, I don't know how a minigunner was outranging my Humvee. Well done to him, I suppose. Use this fellow as a scout. Okay, more duders. Pull them. Wow, we're really microing now. Come on, come on. How are they outranging him? That's doesn't seem right. Alright, let's tap and then pull back. Oh, and that's a grenadier. A Humvee is perfect for fighting a grenadier. Can easily dodge out of the grenades in flight. Alright, let's move in the rest of the troops. There's some more of that staticky radio transmission that's hard to make out. Oh, duders. Is that more guys I can rescue that I missed earlier? Okay, that makes things easier, doesn't it? I should have just explored a little more. And here I was getting all set for a really difficult part with some tough micro. Paramedium tanks is going to help with that. Alright, let's move in. Alright. Well, let's try to get the flame guys. They're a big threat to our infantry. Alright, you guys get the tank. Why bother wasting your shots on infantry? Infantry, fight the enemy infantry. Alright. Horrendous micro, but whatever. I'm suddenly feeling overconfident now that I have tanks. And they'll deal with that flak cannon, no problem. Yeah, here we go. This is what we need. We lost our Humvee. Anything up here? Oh! Death. There's death up here. Oh, let's not forget that Grenadiers really wreck our MLRS. Alright, well, I guess you're rotating. Now it's your turn to scout. Wish I still had my Humvee. Maybe I should have held it back in all the fighting. It's a great scout. Okay, you're outgunned.
Unit lost.
Alright, well, we know what's up there. We took out the barracks, so we don't need to worry about it producing more guys for us to fight. Oh! Not good. He's killing the MLRS! Swines. You know what? Let's look up here. I have a feeling there may be more guys up in this direction.
Reporting. Not a problem. Roger. Not a problem. You've got it.
Medics on the job.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Waiting order. Roger.
This track was always amazing. March to Doom, I think, is this one.
Right away, sir.
Oh, okay. Got enemies all over the place.
Yes, sir.
Take them out, boys.
Reporting. Not a problem.
GDI forces found.
Oh, interesting. I can find them just by getting near the edge of the ridge.
Waiting order.
Alright, cool.
Ready and waiting. Waiting orders. Reporting. Awaiting orders. Medic reporting.
Not sure if that's intended. It kind of feels like I'm supposed to find them from this direction.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. You got it.
So maybe the proximity waypoint there is a little too wide. Could be.
Acknowledged.
Oh, never mind. I can come from this direction too, so that's probably fine.
Roger. Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Alright, we're getting a decent force collected here. I do like missions like this, where you have pre-deployed limited forces and you accumulate more of them as you go along, and you have to kind of try to preserve what you've got, so you don't lose your forces as fast as you get reinforcements.
Ready and waiting. Right away, sir. Not a problem. Yes, sir. Roger.
Okay, get that guy. He's a priority for sure. You guys kill the infantry.
Moving out. Acknowledged.
Nice. Vulcan's fantastic anti-infantry unit.
Affirmative.
Sure, let's just blindly blow up the fuel drums.
You got it.
That was a pretty weedy explosion. Okay. Those are mammoth tanks.
Signal flare detected.
Thank you. Signal flare to the south. Ugh, I'm so torn between giving the voice cloner another shot in the hope of improving the AI voices in my own campaign versus considering that I now have like 26 cutscenes I would need to do that for, and that's so uninviting. We'll see. I guess there's not really a big rush. I can just focus on finishing the mod for now, and then consider going back and improving the voices as sort of a later effort.
Unit lost.
Alright, just get in there and start killing. Alright, see some enemy tanks. I think our mammoths will take care of that. What's that? You think that you have tanks? That's not a tank. This is a tank. We can say that until we encounter enemy APOCs.
Yes, sir. Roger. Vehicle reporting.
What a silly looking slide. The way the
Under fire. We're GDI. Damn, we thought we'd lost the whole company. We've got a base not far from here. We'll take you there. Reporting.
Oh, sounds useful. Thanks.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. Very good. That was a fun mission. A little more challenging, too. Took us a couple tries.
Terminated.
It probably would have been a lot easier if I had found the that group with the 2 tanks in it. I probably would have won on the first try if I had found that group on the first attempt. Alright, we have been going long enough. We could call it an episode here, but heck with it. Why don't we just do the whole prologue in one video? If it makes for a real long video, well, consider that a bonus, I suppose. Alright. Prologue Mission 4, Juncture. Critical components and supplies are being transported to a secret staging area. Few in the Brotherhood know the full details of this operation, but all will be revealed in time. GDI continue to threaten vital transport routes, and you have been chosen to secure one such route in Egypt. GDI is blockading the Nile River with their fleet, and this is unacceptably delaying our progress. Establish a foothold, then your objective is to destroy the GDI anti-aircraft systems that line the riverbank. Once those are out of the way, Kane has a surprise in store for GDI's Navy. Okay, so build a base, destroy the anti-air, and then further orders as events unfold, I suppose.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by. Building.
Unit reporting. Reporting.
Construction complete.
Alright, we've got some anti-air right here. The classic nod coloration of gray units with, well, at least partially red buildings.
Building.
I've not yet done this for my own mod. I know how, thanks to looking at how Combined Arms does it. I've just been too lazy.
Construction complete. New construction options.
But it definitely looks really cool. Well, we have a lot of starting funds, so we might as well make some early defenders.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Unit.
Let's do a bit of scouting. Oh, okay. We immediately encounter opposition.
Unit ready.
Let's take them down. Aha! Can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread buggy.
Unit ready.
Nice.
Construction.
Look at that! With all the playtesting of my own mod I've been doing, I've actually learned a little bit of micro. Not that I'm especially good at it or anything, but better than I was before.
Ready.
Should we be bold and go for a major economic opening? I think so.
Reporting. Roger. Unit reporting.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Alright, wow. Is this really the only entrance into our base? Dang, that seems easy to defend.
Training. Unit ready.
Is this a new airstrip icon?
Unit ready.
I mean, it's definitely not the original Tiberian Dawn airstrip icon, but is it also new for combined arms? I feel like it is.
Unit ready.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was always like that, but I seem to remember it was just a normal one before.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Okay, hopefully 2 refineries will do the trick for this mission. But if not, obviously we can always build more. But for now, we're going to roll with 2 and see if that's adequate. Alright, show them the power of micro. Ha ha ha, losers. There we go, scatter out a little bit. The enemy has a lot of grenadiers.
Construction complete.
Okay.
New construction options.
Alright, once again, it's a fairly classic array of nod units we can build, so we don't get the whole tech tree yet. I do like when campaigns do this, and you don't just get everything from the very start. It gives a nice feeling of progression.
Unit ready.
I think we're about to be low power. That's alright, we'll have an advanced power plant we can build.
Unit ready.
Well, that was a very fancy landing pattern you executed there, good sir. Interesting. Coming off the bottom of the screen instead of from the right. Probably because the bottom is closest? Yeah, I know. Low power. And now we can build flame tanks. And if we can, obviously we will.
Reinforcements have arrived.
No obelisks for us. Is the enemy going to have any aircraft? Wouldn't hurt to assume the answer is yes. And you know what? Let's just take this mission seriously and build another refinery and have that one harvest from there. It's probably overkill.
Construction complete. Training.
Interesting how unaggressive the enemy is in these new prologue missions compared to the original combined arms missions where the enemy is very aggressive. It's all up on your business from, well, at least after some modifications were made. They often give you a bit of initial time to build up, but once they decide to start attacking, they're pretty ruthless and relentless. But here, it's a little bit more like the OG original Westwood missions, where the enemy is fairly passive. This isn't a criticism, by the way, because this prologue campaign is intended to be easier and to be a build-up and lead-in into the tougher full campaign, so it's perfectly fine that these are easier. In fact, it's probably a good thing. But just making observations.
Unit ready.
Alright, you harvest from up there. Oh, I see an enemy harvester. Take it down. Oh, and there's their bait. Okay, they have an AGT.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, I don't think we have enough of a force yet. They actually have some real defenses.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Alright, it's time to build the Death Blob.
Unit ready.
Ah, and
Unit ready.
we have the hack satellite uplink support power, which I suppose we can use to hack the enemy base. Technically, we don't have to destroy that, do we? It's not in our mission objectives. So we could consider avoiding it and
Unit ready.
Just looking for the anti-air that we have to destroy.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, it looks like we ran into an enemy assault force, so they're attacking a bit.
Ready. Unit ready. Unit
Oh, this is a fairly substantial enemy force we ran into, even. But not as substantial as ours.
unit reinforcements have arrived.
Ready and wait. Right away, sir. Unit reporting.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Enjoy your veterancy while it lasts. Well, it's gone, as is your life.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh,
Unit lost. Unit
not ideal.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Alright, this is turning into a mess. We're too spread out.
Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, I believe we found the anti-air defenses we have to destroy.
Unit ready.
Along with, what is this?
Unit ready.
Oh, there's just the water. For some reason it looked like a structure.
Have arrived.
Okay, we're not done yet.
Select target.
Yeah,
Unit
it's...
ready.
With those AGTs, it's not a trivial base to take.
Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Not a problem.
Unit ready.
I think using our artillery to outrange those base defenses before we move in is going to be important.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Ah, these moody Tiberian sun tracks.
Reinforcements have arrived.
That's irritating.
Yes, sir.
So much for that.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Moving out. Vehicle reporting.
Alright, I think we got the AGT.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, guard tower, next guard tower.
Unit ready.
Alright, go ahead and move in.
Reinforcements have
And
arrived.
now it's going to attack everything stance and take the base. We could capture parts of it, but I'm just feeling too lazy.
Unit lost.
We'll just blow everything up.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost. Ready.
Oh, look at that smooth camera pan. How was
Have arrived.
that accomplished?
You have done well, Commander. Now behold, a taste of things to
Reinforcements
come.
have arrived.
Use them wisely.
Thanks, Kane.
Ready.
Hearing Kane is always good times. Alright, so we're going to use our Banshees to destroy the
Reinforcements have arrived.
naval blockade.
Target sight.
Unit ready.
Orders received. Orders received.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Engaging.
Alright,
Unit ready.
heading back for reloading.
Silos needed.
Silos needed.
Building.
Well, if you insist. Because I don't think we need to build more forces.
Reinforcements have arrived. Construction complete. Unit ready.
Cat!
Construction
No.
complete.
Do not chew on my TV. Yes, she's actually chewing on my television.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay. I raised the discipline pillow, and that
Unit
convinced her to
ready.
run away.
Construction complete. Mission accomplished.
Okay. Another fairly quick and easy mission. But I liked it. It was fun.
Battle control terminated.
Okay, prologue campaign complete. Way easier than the main campaign. Alright, so what did I think? Gameplay-wise, I don't really have any criticisms. I mean, it was easy, but it's intended to be easy because it's supposed to ramp up until you get to the main campaign with Chapter 1, and that's when it starts becoming difficult. So the fact that it's easy isn't a problem. It's fine. That's intended. And they're well-designed missions. They're fun to play. So, yeah, gameplay-wise, no problem. I like the voices, too. The voices are really cool. It does make me more cognizant of some of the ways in which the voices I've been making for my own mod could be improved, but again, a combination of the voice cloning not having worked as well when I tried it, and the soul-crushing idea of redoing, at this point, 26 cutscenes worth of voices is preventing me from redoing them. But anyway, we're talking about Combined Arms right now, not my mod, so continuing with Combined Arms. I only really have one criticism, which is I was kind of expecting a coherent explanation as to how we led into more of a coherent explanation as to what everybody... Well, you know, I started to say that, and now I'm thinking that, no, that's not a valid criticism after all. I was just kind of thinking about it in the middle of saying it. And we really do kind of get an explanation, at least to some extent, as to what people were doing when the cross-rip happens and everything becomes crazy. The Allies, it was basically just literally starting the way the official campaign started, with rescuing Einstein, and then immediately got derailed as the Allies from the much sillier future suddenly appeared, caused by the events of Mission 1, and then, you know, drew the Allied forces into this whole mess. So, in terms of the canon of Combined Arms, we did not apparently get very far into the war at all before things got crazy, considering that we were literally in Mission 1 when all of a sudden the future Allies warped in. The Soviets were likewise apparently fairly early in the war when the sillier future Soviets warped in and we got pulled in. And I guess that's pretty much just the story with everybody. So we just kind of got a little bit of what everybody was up to when the cross-rip happened and everybody got pulled in. So, yeah, I was about to give a little like story criticism, but then I changed my mind. I think it's fine. I think it pretty much summarizes what was going on before this happens. Okay, yeah, so not really much to criticize at all. I liked the prologue campaign. I like the voices. It's all pretty cool. I am made to understand that there is a Chapter 6 in the works, which sounds like it's going to be pretty crazy. And I'm looking forward to playing that when it comes out. I'm not sure when it's coming, but whenever it does, you can be sure that I will do playthroughs of that part as well. So I guess that pretty much does it. I will see you next time. Bye for now.